that we see in those countries that aren't surplus countries on the periphery of Europe. It's been the lead, including in Italy, where people like Riccardo Bellafiore have done this.
All right, James, go ahead. You want to respond to that?
There we go.
It's quite quiet in here at the moment.
Yeah, we've not been too busy recently. Here you come. Make yourself at home.
Thanks. I didn't catch your name.
It's Ben. Anna, from when I checked you in.
Ah. Is that outside?
Yeah, I've got some cameras set up for security.
Is this your B&B now?
Oh no, it's my mother's, but she's ill at the moment, so
Oh.
guess you could say I'm in charge. So, what brings you here?
I'm graduating tomorrow.
Congratulations, what in?
Child psychology.
Ah, the mind.
My parents are meeting me outside of university tomorrow.
Where are they coming from?
Canterbury.
Ah, big party after then?
We might go to the pub across from uni afterwards.
Might see you in there then.
Yeah. Be nice. Oh, thanks.
You're not good already, are you?
I've got to get up early tomorrow, so...
Well, I've got some DVDs if you...
Maybe tomorrow.
Sorry. I don't handle rejection very well.
If I see you in the pub tomorrow...
Good night, Anna.
When we see what's happened when Marxists take control of societies, it's just the opposite. We get totalitarianism everywhere it's been tried, and that takes freedom away from individuals and imposes one view of how society should be organized. You didn't see capitalist critics of communist societies in Russia or China because they weren't permitted by the social system, the government system that was put in place. So there's a fundamental difference between the two kinds of societies we're talking about here.
That's like blaming Christ. That's like blaming Christ for the Spanish Inquisition or for what's going on in Rome today. No, you can't do that. You can't take someone who's a Marxist theorist and blame him for a political system run by Stalin. I wouldn't blame John Stuart Mill or Adam Smith for Pinochet in Chile. This is absurd.
All right, Robert, you want to jump in there? Robert's been very patient. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, sure. I guess I differ. I guess with the ambassador a bit, and I think frankly Marxist theory as expressed today actually is doing a disservice because it's marginalizing what can be a legitimate critique. And to say, as Leo said, that somehow productivity equates to exploitation, that simply is just not true. Productivity growth in the U.S. has certainly benefited the average worker. Average worker wages and benefits have gone up. And the notion somehow that innovation and productivity that are driven in part by capitalist efforts, but also by government help, that somehow that's exploitative of workers, I don't see how we're ever going to raise our standard of living with that sort of critique. And to me, that's the biggest problem with Marxist theory right now.
It depends. No, it depends, but what you attached it to was the flexibility of labor, and that's a code word for doing away with trade unionism, with labor standards, etc. You had high levels of productivity, and you still have them in many capitalist countries with those labor standards.
James, you were saying something? James, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's simply not right. The story about flexibility is just matching technical changes that are going.
Bus, you can see there the roof of it that's facing us now. The back sunshine roof there was how the children were removed from the bus. We're back at the Old Bailey to hear from the Crown Prosecution Service. My name is Paul Record. That there was felt that in order to protect the interests of our criminal justice system, we had to make an application to have a trial without a jury. The basis of our application to the Court of Appeal was that